I like video games. I like fantasy. I like Skyrim and Elder Scrolls and Morrowind and Guild Wars and Celasta and Baldur's Gate. I like video games a lot. I want to talk to you about a game I've been playing a lot of recently. Guild Wars Reforged. An update to a game that nobody saw coming in 2025, announced back in November 25, released December 3rd, 2025. I've been playing it for the majority of my 2026. So what is Guild Wars Reforged? And what is it like in 2026? And how does it differ from the original game? A game that originally released in 2005, now with a brand new updated version 20 years later. And graphically, it looks about the same as the original. It's dated, but it does play rather well. If you're looking for an HD quality that matches Guild Wars 2, you won't be finding that here. What you will get is a lively world full of NPCs, henchmen, engaging quests, and a simple yet captivating game that works rather well in the year of 2026. Starting out, you design your character and choose race and profession. I ended up going Human Ranger because there's no dwarf race available in Guild Wars to play. That's fine. I'm not bitter, not at all. But the character I ended up rolling is basically what my tabletop RPG character is at the table. Guild Wars is listed as an MMORPG, but it doesn't really play like one. It feels more like a single-player game similar to Dragon's Dogma or Elder Scrolls Online, where you have companions with you. Now, there are instances where you will need a group to complete a quest, but you can instead choose to add henchmen to your team. And these aren't other players, though they can be, but characters with their own profession and identity you can add to your group and explore the world. Basically NPCs that you go around and say, hey, join my party, let's go adventure. If you're someone like me who enjoys adventuring without having to group up, it is a great option for going in alone with allies. And one of the most unique things about Guild Wars is you can go and recruit basically anyone standing in town that isn't going to sell you stuff or isn't a merchant. There are moments when a quest will ask you to choose specific henchmen for it, but it doesn't feel forced. As soon as you attack an enemy, they'll do the same. Heck, they'll even fight a monster if it gets too near to you. And we really enjoy working with henchmen to complete quests, as once again, it's very unique, it's different, it does something that I think modern games do good at, but I feel like it works really, really well in Guild Wars. And basically this is a game from 2005, when this was a very early thing to do. And it's nice to have a healer with you if you don't have healing options. Now still, there's nothing like exploring alone. Adventuring out in the open world, which is split up into different zones, is fun and rewarding. You'll encounter other players in cities, but once you leave to adventure in the world, you'll be on your own and won't be around tons of other people. Now again, you can group at your leisure, grab a few henchmen or quests completely by yourself. It is up to you. Now, there are quests that do require henchmen, and some of the open zones in world are very difficult and challenging, so you might want to grab a party full of henchmen, or other players, if that's how you want to roll. However, it's getting around these certain areas and zones that can be problematic. Looking to the modern counterpart of Guild Wars 2, players have the ability to jump. You can use these jumping puzzles to uncover vistas that oversee stunning areas of the world map, give you a new bird's eye view of what you can experience in the game. Guild Wars Reforged doesn't have this. There's no jumping at all. This was a problem for me because I came from Guild Wars 2 and then jumped into Guild Wars Reforged, not knowing there was no jumping. So I had to kind of retrain my brain to figure out how to move about the world. And again, this might be something that new players coming from Guild Wars 2 have to rethink as they go in too. Again, this is a dated game, so moving through the world is challenging, as you'll often run into invisible walls while maneuvering around zones. You can see a path that cuts around a tiny ledge and think, hey, I'll just cut that corner and be on my merry way. The character will walk up to the smallest drop and just stop. You'll have to go around, which might not be far, but it can be considered a bit annoying or frustrating. However, this did allow me to just explore more, and that is one of the biggest charms of Guild Wars Reforged. As you explore, you'll encounter quests where you'll level up your character and their profession. Basically, this is where the RPG elements come into play. You choose from your base profession right off the bat, and you get a secondary profession pretty quickly in the main city. From there, you can level up any skill from your chosen profession. It could be considered a remaster with its HD skill icons, rendering improvements, ambient occlusion, enhanced bloom, more font size options for game text, which, side note, I used a lot because I played on Steam Deck mainly, unless I captured video for this video. It also has enhanced 3D environmental audio, kind of boosts the audio, gets you more immersed with that music or background sound effects. And it also has a new quest tracker, which I took over to Reddit, and people were pretty excited about all these new things. It did launch alongside the game's 20th anniversary, which again came out of nowhere. No one on the internet really saw this game coming, but everyone who was a fan of Guild Wars was excited for what Reforged was and is. One of the biggest things, it is Steam Deck verified, and that's where I said, again, mostly played the game. It feels very good as a handheld console. I did also play on PC where it felt good there as well. I don't say I really have a preference on which one I preferred. I would say Steam Deck because Steam Deck's new to me, and it was just fun to sit on my couch, put my feet up, and play Guild Wars and explore a fantastic world of Tyria. Now you do get a lot what you pay for this game as well. Released for 20 bucks, which gets Prophecies, Factions, and the Nightfall campaigns. Plus, if you previously owned Guild Wars, it's a free update for everyone who's done so. What really interested me the most about Guild Wars Reforged is the co-development between ArenaNet and the indie team at 2 Weeks. The studio formed in 2024 from former ArenaNet staff, returning to the franchise after 15 years away. So is Guild Wars Reforged worth playing in 2026? Straight upfront honesty from just a newbie and someone who's been scouring Reddit and the internet, reading people's reviews and thoughts. Yes, it's a modernized version of a game beloved by a massive fan base. The official Guild Wars Reddit page is full of players excited about this specific update, and SteamDB lists it as overwhelmingly positive with more than 2,000 reviews, giving it an 85% score. Is it a brand new game? No. Is it a remaster of the classic? Not quite. Guild Wars Reforged is a game update that came out of nowhere that has fans looking back to the early days of gaming. It feels good to play, it feels modern, yet with a classic feel of a game you boot up after a long day of work or class, then get lost in for hours. ArenaNet has built a legacy upon just 2 games, Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars Reforged may not change the gaming landscape, but what it does do is capture what it felt like to just play a game. No subscription fees, no loot boxes, no hidden agendas. Just build a character, explore a world with rich, deep lore, and play. I hope you're enjoying your time in Guild Wars Reforged. Let me know in the comments below if you're playing it, if you want to play it, if you want to check it out. I'm going to be jumping back into it on and off throughout the year because it's been a phenomenal time to play it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.